Hey, what's up, guys? This is Kadir back again. Gonna go over some stocks that are um that are top percent gainers for Friday, July 9th. So Finviz is the website I use. You can use any. Finviz is not the greatest website. They don't have OTCs up a lot, so you might have to use other websites to look up OTC stocks. So the top percent gainer for today, Friday, is SGOC 200%. And you can see how much it just retraced at the close. It pretty much went 400% on the day. So plenty of areas you could have made money on this. The great, if man, right here, I could already see multi-day breakout. No area of resistance except back here, back in like January, 413, and even recent around $4. So if you even that's buying it on this breakout and anything past that, it's just a easy return. So let's look at the stocks um stats. Market cap's 900, almost a billion. Pretty mid small size company, close to mid, but not yeah. Float 30 million, pretty pretty decently low. It's not low, but I would say on the mid side. Um, yeah, shares outstanding is 100 million. That's a great thing to know that the float is 30 million, the shares outstanding is 100 million, because that goes into how much insider ownership and other uses of the stock is going on. Float volume for today was 123 million. So rotated about 4 to 5 times. Any news on the stock? YS stock is up 500% today. Let's open it up. You can find news about stocks like this on Yahoo Finance. Yahoo Finance is pretty much go-to. I love Yahoo Finance. I use it to look up such things as actual float SEC filings and any hype. Um, so that manufacturer phase change storage system. So, okay, just a small press release about something about their manufacturer. I don't know. I'm not understanding what this part of this article is. Please change storage system, manufacturer phase change. And so I'm guessing they're either going into another phase in their whatever product or service they're serving, or whatever. It's not that huge. So it's a Chinese stock. So it's a Chinese stock. So it's very heavily traded. Usually, sometimes in the past, Chinese plays are pretty. Chinese penny stocks are pretty. It like they could be a trend. STMP, not much right here. Okay. Before I move on, let's just check out SGOX intraday and daily. So let's go first. Let's start at intraday. So we already checked the daily. Excuse me. Yeah. So intraday, perfect. Morning open. There was no gap up on it, so just open. Nice, I guess, formation of a bottom. Held the bottom, kind of climbed it back up. A little bit of a breakout right here, and then retest right here. I would have looked for this entry right here, right around here. You see one test, the second test, and right here, this is the third one that which broke it out afternoon, which is a rare occasion. So this is a rare type of stock. Most times during the afternoon, volume fades, and it didn't on SGOC. Volume fades usually, and stocks plummet because midday rallies and people are out. People are gonna take breaks. Volume's gonna slowly fade down during the afternoon usually. But this one ended up breaking out. I didn't trade today. I just want to let that be known. I will be starting trading next week. So yeah, this one had a nice trend line, as you can see. High, tapped it again and exploded at this. This is the ABCD pattern. If you can see it, it's very recognizable. Yeah, it's a long one, but man, you could have easily made a 20-30% on this if you really held and really. This is a perfect A plus pattern right here. First green day, pretty much. Where is it? First green day, multi-day breakout, no resistance overhead. Press release for news. Not much on the news for to rely on, but pretty good, great play. Midday halted because of a rapid exponential growth of the stock. Halted quite a bit, and after that resumed later towards around 1 o'clock. Once resumed, choppiness, a little bit of selling off, climbing back up. I wouldn't really touch it right here because that's danger zone. It's probably up like 100% right around here. And after the halt, you don't know where the resistance to support is, pretty much. So you kind of, you know, best to go off of the intraday. And bid and time and sales and bid and ask. Yeah. Then right here on this break up on the $12 break, it's a great one. Tapped out at 18. Once it tapped out, slowly crunched down, and now is back to around $10. Uh, yeah, it could be a. I'm thinking that it's pretty much done for all of it. It did hold half its move, so it could be a gap up next week starting Monday. But yeah, it's not a bad stock to put on a watch list. All right, let's move on to TPST. This is higher priced. This is not under 10, $15, around $20 traded. Market cap is 19 mil. It's very low market cap, small company. Float is 1 mil, volume is 7 mil. So you see that 7 times the rotation of the float. So right here, as you can see, this sort of like couple multi-day break and this gap it has to fill. It filled the gap. So right around here, probably would right around here, 1390 to 14 would probably be your best entry to fill the gap at 16. Yeah, that's what I would say. Let's look at some of its news or anything that occurred today. NYM, the biotech conference. So conferences are another things that move stocks. because things can be said in the conference, which maybe any news or news source puts out a press release about that, and it's hyping up the stock more than it needs to be compared to what they said. It's just the name of the game. At least the stock stock market, especially with these small companies, the any hype to bring up their share price is pretty good. Yeah, let's go to the intraday. Yeah, today you guys are not going to see my E-Trade platform, but you will for today. You see me and some of the other sources of things I use to look up at these stocks. And as you can see, intraday morning, sort of a break came up. Nothing happened today, really, in the morning. It seems like all these stocks currently, so far, SCOC and TPST, the plays happen afternoon to end of day. Yeah, you buy this in around the morning, risking sort of this area of support right here, consolidation below the consolidation area of support right here, and you just hold it. And so this one ended up being green. I would have probably never saw this until probably like midday or towards right here. Right here would have been probably a good entry because volume started to pick up. I would never really trade it right here because it's pretty choppy and no volume and it's pretty liquid. Uh, yeah, runs up, comes back down, tests this significant area of $14 and retaliates again and runs up to 24, 25, the high, and sort of maxes out with the volume up here and slowly with choppiness and maybe a couple of halts. I'm guessing. I don't know what happened around here. Yeah. TBLT. This one's a gap up. $1 break. It held the $1. $1 is pretty crucial in these small cap stocks. It's a really significant level. So it gapped up above $1, came back down to test that $1 area, held it and ran back up, which is pretty good, but ended up closing pretty low. Float is ridiculous. Volume was ridiculous. Yeah, this float is so huge. So there's pretty much any area of resistance is pretty significant on this. So probably be some bag holders anywhere from here, even here. Even though the float rotated, there's gonna be a ton of bag holders for today. Market cap's 90 mil, small. No news, no news on it today. Yeah. So this is how I'm pretty much gonna do it. When I'm not trading or haven't had any trade on, I'm just gonna go on Finviz and big chart and that is. Yeah, so that's how it's gonna go. UTSI, China, Chinese stock. Uh, nice multi-day breakout right here. Sort of tapped out near where there's resistance, closed there. 10 million float, volume is pretty low, so probably never looked at it. LHDX, MTSO, and these are more like, these are start to become low volume. I mean, MTSO is not bad, but this is like ridiculous. Multiple green days back to back to back to back. This one's sort of not a green day, but yeah, I would have never traded this. So top plays for today would probably be SGOC and TPS. Oh, Carve. Yeah, SGOC would probably be the top play. Yeah. Um, thank you guys for listening. Um, I will be doing more of these uploads on any top percent gaming, any news, any technical analysis on these stocks, um, as well as anything you guys want me to look into. But yep, thank you, appreciate you guys. Yeah, bye bye.